Marvel Rivals puts quick play players into ranked matches. You heard it here first. It's no secret that many people believe Marvel Rivals ranked is rigged, and I'm here to share my theory on how they do it, if they do it at all. But first, I'll explain why most Marvel Rivals players agree that ranked sets you up for failure. And this problem is mostly exclusive to people who solo queue or only play with a friend or two, because doing this leaves the rest of the team slots to be filled by randoms, which is the crucial part to my theory. So here we go. Let's say you hop on Marvel Rivals for the night, by yourself or with a friend or two, and you start playing, and your first few matches go great. You and the boys are playing good, you're coordinated, and most importantly, you have good teammates, because that's the most crucial part to ranking up if you don't run with a full squad. You can just hard carry the whole time, but eventually that's going to hurt your back. So you guys win your 2, 3, maybe even 4 or 5 games if you're going crazy, and everything is going great, but then something happens. Something you can only describe as fucking bullshit. After a few wins, there's going to be a match where you'll notice a sudden drop in the IQ of the random teammates the game gives you. And this is where your crash out begins. Because for the next fucking 20 games, Marvel Rivals match makes you with teammates you can only describe as retarded. If it's described as climbing the ranks, these random teammates are fucking the heaviest weight vests and ankle weights on the planet. And because of these teammates, you come to a screeching halt and go on one of the most baffling losing streaks of your entire life. Because as you watch your hard-earned rank dropped, you just want to rip off your face and throw it against the wall. The whole time you just cannot believe what you're seeing. But you are not alone. If you follow Marvel Rivals at all, you see this everywhere online. People who are actually really good at the game going on these unbelievable losing streaks. And when you see this happening to some of the best players in the world, you mainly think to yourself, well, there's no hope for me. Or at least I'm not the only one, right? Right. But the other day when I was playing and I went on one of these losing streaks, a sudden theory hit me, a revelation on how the game all of a sudden, out of nowhere, pairs you up with teammates that were sent by Satan to make you suffer. And I believe that they are doing this by pairing you up with casual players from Quick Play. They take the players from Quick Play, they assign them a rank depending on which match they're in. So if they get thrown into a Gold 2 game, they get that Gold 2 badge slapped on them. Or if they get thrown into a Diamond 1 game, they get the Diamond 1 badge slapped on them. You know what I'm saying. It's the most sane explanation I can come up with for why competitive players hit these walls of absolute garbage, trash, dog shit teammates and go on these fucking 10-game losing streaks. The best way I can describe it is it's like those one-way mirrors in interrogation rooms. You know, the ones where one side you just see a reflection while the other side is transparent? Yeah, those. Normally in competitive, before you start a match, you'll see everyone's rank, and at the end of the match, whether you won or lost, you'll get XP for your base level, as well as your competitive rank. And this is where the magic trick takes place. My theory is that the quick play players don't see anything that has to do with the competitive rank. The game just makes it seem like they're in a normal quick play match, so these players don't notice anything weird, and they just keep playing. While on the other side, everyone else in the match sees that quick play player as a ranked player, and they just think to themselves, how did that person even get to that rank? They're garbage. Little do they know that that person isn't even ranked, rather they're a double agent that has been sent by Marvel Rivals to ruin their day. And while you might say, oh, but the matches are longer and they play out different in competitive, you don't think that they would notice? And the answer to that is no. I've never seen any sign of competence from these people, and most quick play players are brain dead. And that's okay. Most of them are just playing the game for fun. No problem with that. But I also have to remind you that these are the people that insta-lock 4 or 5 duelists at a time, people that don't pick characters based on what's best for the team, only care about getting kills regardless of what class they pick, and are just people that are overall garbage at the game. And this is just your average quick play lobby. But you can't tell me what I said doesn't exactly describe the random teammates the game assigns you out of nowhere after you win a few games. If anything, it's probably much worse than I described it to be. I'm sure many of you out there have some amazing stories about retarded teammates. And this becomes even more suspicious at higher ranks, because it's hard to believe that when you're one of those higher ranks, you come across that many people who are garbage at the game. You just constantly think to yourself, man, how the fuck did that person get this far in the ranks? And the answer to that is that he didn't get that far in the ranks. He's an imposter quick play player who was placed on your team by Marvel Rivals themselves. Because at the end of the day, it's never your fault, it's always your teammates' fault. You're just absolutely perfect, and you could never do anything wrong. But that's it for me. I just wanted to share my Marvel Rivals ranked theory. Remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.